Okay, we're back. And today I'm working a little more on my FPV system for my cc01, the unimog. And I'll show you a few things that I picked up. Now you've seen the unit, and since we've painted this piece here black, we don't get the glare like we used to. And I do have a couple other things still coming. I want to put a cooling fan right about here to help keep this cool, since it's under the hood and it doesn't really get air like you do when you fly. And I gotta probably drill a couple holes here where I can make a permanent strap for this extra battery so I don't have to run it off the battery of the truck. And I'll keep a few things like these sound meters here, and when you plug these things up they'll squeal, and when the voltage gets low it'll let you know. So it lets you know the power of all of it, and then it lets you know each cell. And if the cell drops below what you've set it for, that alarm will go off, which I know that my LiPo battery's starting to go dead, and I need to go ahead and switch it out or unplug it one. Another thing that I've picked up for here is I've picked up this little monitor here, and I'm going to build me like a ground station. And I'm going to get one of those metal toolboxes and mount this part into the lid where I can put the monitor in. And the good news is that this monitor will also sit on a tripod stand. So it's got its own little base here, or I can put it on a tripod if I don't want to go through all that. I have one of them little visors coming, so when I'm outside it doesn't get in the way. But I'll show you what I've made for it. It came with this cord here, which is pretty much all you need for outs. And I put a little Dean's connector on the end of it, just so I can power the system by a 3-cell LiPo. So basically you just plug this in, and when I build the ground station all these wires will be underneath and you won't see all this mess, and the only thing will be out is where I plug up the LiPo battery. Now I've only got 2 3-cells. I got this one little 1300 milliamp and this 1000 milliamp. Well, you see how they got different plugs. One's got the Dean's, of course, which will plug right in. But in case I'm out and I need another, so I made a little Dean's jack right here to where this will plug up and work on it also. So there you go. And we just plug the monitor up, and as you see over here I got the blue screen. I still have this little film on here. I found out after I bought it that blue screens aren't very good for FPV. The ones that have snow are the best. But since I'm not actually flying, if the signal cuts out and the screen goes blue for a second, it's not like you're gonna wreck. So same thing, I got one of these little power meter things that you should keep on the battery, so you know if it's going dead, and it lets me know what right now it's 11.7, which is fine. So if we hook up our Fat Shark goggles here, get the goggles out. First thing you should always do is put your antenna on. Do not power these up with the antenna off. What happens is the power from the signal goes out, you can't find a way to get out, and it comes back in and it'll fry your stuff. So I'll make sure you always have the antennas on before you turn anything on. Alright, and this cable here came with the Fat Shark, and the only thing we're going to be using is the video. So this one right here is video 2. It plugs in with no problem. And then this part here will plug into your Fat Shark goggles. Alright, turn the plug the Fat Shark up, and we'll plug the transmitter up. Close that down, and there you go. As you can see, we got video through the screen. Ready to close up. Yep. And that'll be built into the lid of my case. And like I said, all these wires will be as you sit there and look at yourself in the GoPro. All these wires will be hidden underneath the foam and things like that, and I'll have spots in there where I can keep my Fat Shark goggles. Now the good part about this is I can still drive with the goggles on to get the full experience. See in here, well, try to see in there. Anyway, can't focus very, there you go. But the goggles are still transmitting the video and the screen's picking it up. So the reason I wanted to do this is when I'm out there driving, people can see when you're turning. Let's go ahead and turn the truck on. When you're turning the camera, that you can see through the video at the same time, which is kind of neat. So when I get the ground station a little more, I went to go get a box today and they were out of the one I wanted. So I decided just to wait instead of to grab something just to make it work. I don't want it super big. I just want it big enough that the goggles and things like that will fit in and keep all my stuff together. I got a little old Servox servo box. I'm keeping all the little parts and bits in that I'll put in there, and the charging cables and stuff like that. And I'll probably make sure I leave the antenna with the goggles, so if I ever do go out, it'll be together with that in the battery. And inside of that box I'll make a spot where these will fit in. And then later on I might even pick up another transmitter, something a little stronger to where I don't have to use the goggles at all. But the goggles work just fine, and as you see, this is keeping track of the I don't know if you can see that or not, keeping track of the voltage per cell, and when it comes around it'll show you all of them to make sure that you're balanced well and stuff like that. So then I can just unplug this, and this little, like I said, this little adapter is just in case I want to use this one battery. And I keep all my little parts in here, and I might even get another one of these where I can actually just keep the batteries inside of it. I'm pretty sure I probably got more of these little boxes, but these are the only 2 3 cells I got, so I want to keep them around for the monitor. And like I said, once you get this mounted in the lid and you put one of them little visors in case you're outside, the sun doesn't get all in it. It ought to keep everything nice and neat, and the only thing I can worry about carrying is the box. And I might even, inside that box, if I got room, make a spot for my transmitter to sit in there. My transmitter to sit in there for the truck itself, and then I only got to carry the box in the truck. But that's it for now. I thought I'd just give you a little update on what the plan is, and hopefully if we can get it to stop raining around here, we'll go do some runs, because this isn't really waterproof and I don't want to chance it out there. So until next time, thanks for watching. Please like, please share and comment. Thank you. Bye.